Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Xochitl. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, especially if you love makeup tutorials, reviews, demos, chit-chat with me, hauls, and the whole shebang. Today, I am super excited to talk about and do kind of like a review tutorial for you guys using the NYX Modern Dreamer palette. I had seen previously NYX came out with a similar palette like this, but I never got around to purchasing it, and for some reason this color scheme just kind of called to me, and I feel like specifically I needed to pick this up because years and years ago I believe I was like 16 or 17 when I picked up this palette. I still have my original NYX 78 color eyeshadow palette that I first bought when I first started using makeup. I don't use it anymore. This is like 12 years old, but this is just one of those that I'm like hoarding, that it's like for the memories, you know, type of thing. I just keep in like one of my drawers just because I just can't part with it. This is like just, oh my god, I haven't opened this. NYX is just one of the first brands I ever used for makeup, started to experiment with when I started watching YouTube and getting into makeup, because it was really the most like affordable brand. And I feel like from other like drugstore products, it really had so many options for like colors, whether it's eyeshadows, lipsticks. They just had so much. It was crazy. And this was before I like had discovered ULTA even too. So I was like, I would buy stuff from like the NYX website and everything. But let's look at this palette. 78 colors. Who had this palette or one like this back in the day? Oh, hold on. Oh my god. What? So I basically took a trip down memory lane. I still got the original little sponges in there. But, I mean, it's like so dusty, I'm dying over here. I couldn't part with it. I honestly just keep it for the memories from my makeup journey type of a deal. But what an upgrade that NYX has done from 78 little mini, you know, shades, which is great. I got to dip in and experiment with, and I wanted to see what the upgrade was all about. So make sure to like this video if you have also always been on the NYX bandwagon like me. If you want to see some more NYX products on my channel, I feel like I have to like go back. I've been using more NYX for sure. I feel like I always look forward to their new launches, but in general, they just have a special place in my heart because they've just been there for me from the beginning type of a deal. But I wanted to play with this palette. This is the look that I did today. If you guys want to see and hear my thoughts about this palette, whether I think you should purchase it or not, this runs for about $30, if not $35, but I think it's around that $30 range. You get 40 shades though. That's a lot of shades in here, so it's like, okay, maybe $1 or something or so per eyeshadow. Not too bad when you break it down like that. Of course, ULTA always has sales and coupons, so I want to consider that as well. But I honestly wanted to test it out and see if this was worth it, because this is like maybe two palettes in one that you would probably spend the exact same price. If not, maybe you're even saving like that. But if you guys want to see and hear my thoughts about this palette, then just keep on watching. Alright, so I've already gone ahead and done this eye, so I'm going to go ahead and take my e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer, and this is actually going to be my eyeshadow base, since I love how like matte this is. To set that, we're actually just going to go in with this shade and all over, because it's like super duper light, because we're actually just going to go in with some transitions and then into... So just lightly, you can kind of go over. And the lid, I'm going to carve that out again anyway, so it's all good. But that's actually pretty like pigmented, nice and peach. It was crazy actually when I was doing this eye off camera. I feel like my lighting wasn't that good and have all these lights. So I was just like, is that peach coming off? I don't know. Are these colors as bright? Yeah. That's nice and bright. Next, we're gonna go ahead and take this orange, just a brighter orange shade, and this is just a Morphe M433, and this we're gonna put into the crease a little bit higher, because in the color we're gonna put directly into the crease. We kind of still want this one to kind of pop. So just patting that in and bringing that in, patting and kind of swooping in there. But man, okay, this palette is like really pigmented. I honestly wasn't sure what to expect, just because I haven't really played with the NYX palette in a while. I'm trying to think. It's been a while. For some reason, a lot of people watch my NYX tutorial that I did when I was living in my first apartment. So that must have been like at least 2016, 2015, something like that. The NYX Ultimate palette, like their warm one. And oh my god, that one is getting so many views. It's like, okay, let's get back to NYX. Because this is just like a brand that I played. Like, look at that. Oh my god, NYX. This is just like a palette that I grew up with and that I learned to play with makeup with, and just the color selection can get so experimental. So I have a soft spot. I just love that these colors are so buildable, you know? It isn't like you have to continuously add on, but just depending how opaque you want them or how light, you could totally do that as well. Like, oh my god, I'm in love again. NYX, I love you. Why did I? There's just so many brands out there. But NYX always kind of like stood out to me. So the next shade, now we're going to go a little bit deeper orange, not the middle one, but something even like more tomato-y. And I'm going to take a Sigma E25 brush. And this, we're just going to peck on the corner. And then just kind of right where the socket is, I'm kind of sticking it in there. And it's totally okay if it goes on the lid a little bit, because I'm going to carve that out. But like with this, these three colors is kind of like a base. You can kind of like, this is a great base to like put any different pop of color. Like even if I just wanted to keep this red on there, that'd be totally cool. But like any color on here would look really nice, like depending what you're kind of going for. But I don't know, I just feel like there's so many possibilities with this palette. And just with like these colors, I'm like, yes, I want to try some more out, because like I'm already impressed, I feel like, with this selection. Like, let me show you. I can't wait to show you guys that mint. That mint in general, that's like one of my favorite colors. And oh, I love me a good mint. But mints don't always work out in eyeshadows. I feel like they can be tricky. But NYX, oh my god, NYX did it. Oh, you're about to see. Like, ooh-wee. I was so impressed. Like the pigmentation of it. For a matte, I feel like that's hard. Even a shimmer too. I wonder how that would have gone, but I was like, oof, come on, NYX, don't let me down. I'm gonna go in with that one brush for that like bright orange, and just on top, just lightly blend. Kind of blend as we go, and that'll just make it easier ultimately. Going to go back in with that NYX 16-hour Camo Concealer and put some in the back of my hand, because now we are going to carve out that lid, and this just helps any color that you put on there just stand out even more. So I totally love this trick, especially when you want really just colorful eyeshadow looks. Very dramatic. Next, I'm going to take my MAC 242 and we're going to go right into this mint shade. Are you ready? Are you ready? Did you see that? Yep. Oh, yes. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. Jeez. Love it. Like, I want to do so many looks with this mint color. Oh my god, that's so good. That's so good. NYX, y'all don't disappoint. Really quickly, just going a little bit with that orange tomato shade just right above, and blending that out. Now for the edges, I'm going to go in with this dark brown shade. Totally don't have to, but just to kind of smoke it out. I think this looks nice on its own or smoked out. I'm just patting that in there. And this is one of those ABH brushes that comes in any Anastasia palette. Just gives it that nice little transition. And turning that side around. This is why I love this brush, and blending that out. Pretty much that's it for the eyes. Super simple. I'm going to go ahead and add some liner, and I think I'll just pop on my lashes while we do the rest of the face. So I'll be right back. So we've gone ahead and added a liner. I use my NYX matte liquid liner. Show me a better drugstore one and then I'll get it, but NYX is always coming through. $6. Love it. Might need to get a new one soon. Must be like my 20th one I've purchased, but I always have that on deck. Also, for my lashes, I use my Ardell Wispies. Now, for my face primer, something I've been testing out a little bit. This is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Primer. Specifically, this one is a dew primer. So, I didn't read the part. It's a do, or maybe I did. I can't remember. But I was like, oh, I feel like a lot of people are doing this jelly primer, gripping type of primer. Because this is definitely the texture that it reminds me of when I put it on my face. I used it only once. It's my second time using it. It kind of smells like, what's that candy? Like Jolly Ranchers or something. So I don't know if that would bother some people or what. But it definitely feels like that gripping texture, like the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. So I want to see if this one is like even better for dry skin. When I used it, I used my Maybelline, the one I'm going to use today. I used the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover Foundation, which is already luminous. And I feel like it did give me that like added luminosity, which, you know, I'm loving type of a deal. So I was like, ooh, will this be even like better for the fall? But it feels good. Feels like really just like smoothing on the face. It just feels so like that added like thirst quenching, you know, relief type of a deal. So that felt good. Sticky tacky, like where it is going to give me like that gripping type of formula, like the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. But I feel like that one's kind of like a neutral, where like that one won't specifically give me that added luminosity while gripping the foundation onto my face. So I feel like this is maybe that alternative. And this is only $8 for this really big size. Whereas the Milk one was $15 for that tiny sample from Sephora. Which, I mean, you know, whatever. A little bit goes a long way. It's primer. It's not same as like foundation or any other products. But hopefully, so far so good. I've been liking it. I want to test out some other maybe not as luminous foundations to see if that'll kind of make a difference. But I love my Maybelline one so far. So we shall see. The only bad thing, I think this is limited edition. I hate it if it's especially something that I love. So we're going to go in with the Dream Urban Cover. Like, honestly, I feel like I need to grab some like backups of this already. Like, oh my God. Like, you don't even understand how much I love this foundation so much. This has been like my go-to for the summertime, for anything, but especially if like I'm gonna be outside, but I want to keep that glam type of a deal. I've been using this, so we're just going to, it just blends out so easily. It feels so light and it lasts in this heat, and we've been getting that really bad heat this past weekend. I have like the 90s. It was like 97 degrees the other day. Oh my gosh. But it's just so quick and effortless. I know somebody posted or commented, DM'd, whatever you want to call it, whatever the kids call it these days, for me to try the Koki. No, is it the Koki, I think? Koki Cosmetics foundation. I haven't tried any of their products because it's like online, like not from like an Ulta site or something. So hopefully I can try that out because I think they're like really inexpensive. I've been wanting to try the products in general, like their contour palette, concealer, so hopefully I can try that out. But oh my God, look at this Maybelline. Also, 2 concealers I've been torn about. I know I totally used the e.l.f. one for a base, but I wanted to use a different concealer. Totally use the e.l.f. I'm torn between the Maybelline Superstay and the CoverGirl, but I just like how much more hydrating maybe the CoverGirl is for like such a luminous foundation look. I think both work, but I just love how this feels slathered on my skin. It's just so creamy. If you guys haven't seen my full review and demo of the CoverGirl, you should check it out. I'll link that down below. But obviously, I really like it. Obviously. I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out. It's blends out so easily. I feel like, yeah, as I like keep doing the rest of my makeup, like this eyeshadow look just like pops even more. And it just looks even better. Oh my God, I'm excited. Okay, this is a good purchase, I feel like. NYX, it's been almost 12 years together. 12 years since I've tried out any NYX products, and y'all are still going strong. You started strong since I started. I wonder how long NYX has been around. Curious. I'm gonna have to Google this next, but I'm using my phone to record, so I can't really do that. Oof, look at that. Look at those under eyes. Thank you, CoverGirl. I'm going in with the Colourpop No Filter Loose Setting Powder, and I'm just setting that concealer underneath my eyes. I don't necessarily bake. I just put a crap ton and wipe it off. I have dry skin, so I don't like to leave it on too much. I am going to go ahead and do my brows off camera because that's boring. Nobody wants to see that, and I'll be right back. The brows are on. We're starting to come together. For my bronzer, I'm going to go ahead and take my MILANI bronzer, Silky Matte Bronzer. Mine is in the shade 02, so it's like the middle one. I'm just using a dual fiber brush. I was really torn. I wanted to use either the MILANI, I was like, oh, I should use my Flower Beauty because I have it right here. But I happen to have this brush that I've been using with the MILANI, so I was like, all right, let's just use this like one more time, and then, you know, we'll switch them off. Or like a wash. Do some brush washing. I feel like I just washed my brushes though, but I'm like, Jesus. But look at that. Ooh, sculpted. What a difference. Ooh. Once you start contouring, once you start sculpting the face, just shading, just bronzing in general, I feel like you can't go back. Like, it just adds that dimension to the face. And I think just in general, like a little bit of a tan, coloring, I think it just slims you down a little bit. That's why, luckily, I've been tanning. My arms have definitely been tan. It's like what I should be, the color that I am. Like, what a difference. But the one thing that I haven't tanned is my legs. I've been trying to wear the shorts out. But I feel like the last couple times that I've worn shorts, all of a sudden, it like goes gray. I'm like, are you seriously kidding me? I need to tan my legs. So I'm being really lazy because I was like, I remembered to grab my blush brush, but I left my blush over there. But behind me, I have my Alamar Cosmetics palette. And what's great about this palette is that a lot of these are kind of like face eyes things, like eyes. But like this can be used as like a face highlight, which is beautiful. And then you can even use Coco Taxi as like a blush. So basically, I'm going to do that. You can add a little bit of Tropico. Ooh, look at that. These are so pigmented. Oof. Perfect. Actually, while we're here, because I also did not grab my highlight, we're going to use this as a highlight as well. So I'm going to go ahead and take the shade La Costa. And this is a Morphe M10 brush. Oof. Highlight, central. And out of pure laziness, you have a balm highlight and a blush. Going in with the dual fiber brush and just blending everything out. I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal Smoldering Voluminous Kohl Pencil, and we're just going to line the lower lash line, since honestly, this is where you can really have fun. I wish and I need to totally get a colored liner, like a bright colored liner. I have those from Flower Beauty, which I really like, but they're like darker brown, purple, greens. I want bright. I think NYX totally has those too. I need to get that. Like, I think if I would have done like a bright mint, I think that would have looked totally cool. They also have the colored liners, and I had bought it, I think, what was it, a yellow? I still haven't used it. No, I think it was a purple. I want the yellow, but it was like a bright purple. I need to use it. I'm trying to step out of my comfort zone with colors, and look at those lids. I definitely will, especially with this palette. I think I'll do the orange. Honestly, you can go one of two ways. You can do a little bit of the mint down here, but I think I'll do the orange. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to take the bright orange, and then I think in general I just want to like line it, or we can, yeah, let's do that. This look kind of reminds me, similar color scheme, the mint. Instead of the mint, it was like more of like a true blue, and like orange look. I remember I was trying to do like this whole experience, just bring me back to like when I was 16, watching Makeup Geek videos and trying to recreate. It was like a blue and orange makeup look. Yeah, I was just like, let's do it. Oh my god, it came out not so great, but I tried and I practiced, and here we are 12 years later. And I think I want to say this is definitely an improvement, you know. But I just remember sitting there, and like definitely Makeup Geek is somebody that I learned a lot from makeup, but now I'm definitely like more comfortable with, you know, doing these types of like mint and orange, and you know, that type of a deal. And NYX is definitely one of those brands I was able to afford to copy those tutorials, because I remember I would watch some of them. It was like, let's use MAC eyeshadows, and this is back in the day, back in my day when I was young, when MAC eyeshadows were $15 a piece. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, MAC? Yeah. I'm gonna go in with that. I think I'm gonna take this darker brown shade just to like line my waterline a little bit. But yeah, when MAC eyeshadows were $15, they've since reduced the price. I feel like, especially because of like Makeup Geek, it's like $6 now. But when they were $15 and I bet you use like 4 to 5 eyeshadows for one look, I was like, that's $75 just for my eyes. Like, are you kidding me? So I'm thankful to affordable drugstore brands like NYX, who had these quality shadows when I was younger and really wanted to get into makeup. Like for me, I know there's some girls who can definitely right off the bat, like just go in to the deep end with the high end, you know, like awesome. But like me, I was like, I can't afford that, you know, type of a deal. Even, you know, wanting to work my part-time jobs, like so I can buy things for myself and makeup to play with and stuff. It's like, well, I can get more if I just buy drugstore, and I can get anything if I just buy drugstore. So thank you, NYX. Let's see. I just want to do a little bit under the eye. I don't want this to be so bright, so I'm just going to take a little bit of that white and just, oh, that's white, yeah. We'll fade it out. I'll add a little bit of that peach. And we're going to blend that out. But yeah, just so you know, for those of you who struggle with blending and shadows or contour, any part of makeup, don't give up. Just practice, 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 because it's definitely been a journey for me. It's still a journey. I'm still learning. I'm still always practicing, trying new things, trying to blend more. And everybody's growing. And honestly, like, look at your makeup back then to your makeup now. What a difference. What lipstick should I use now? Let me ponder, and I will be right back. All right, added a little bit of a mascara to blend my falsies and my lower lashes, and then as well as I had a little bit of MAC 6 Plus, so any putteriness can go away. We're gonna make it even more luminous. Now for my lipstick, I thought we'd go with Old Faithful, and I wanted to bust out this guy, NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Abu Dhabi. So before that, I want to go ahead and line my lips, of course. That's one thing I've never done. I never did years ago, and now, once again, I can't stop. So taking the LA Girl, Keep It Spicy, sorry, lip liner, we're gonna line the lips. And honestly, this just adds a nice little difference. I totally need to try out some of the newest NYX lipsticks. The other ones that I do love is their suede lip creams. It's like a soft matte as well, so. Ooh, love it. A great nude shade. So that is a completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed. I really didn't expect to like this as much as I did. I was like, okay, it'll probably be pretty good. I'm really hoping, just by looking at this Modern Dreamer palette. I know previously they had come out with another one. I think it was like Sweet something. I forgot what it was called. But it definitely had more like rainbow specific type colors. So I was like, I don't know. Whereas this one, I love that they kind of sprinkled in some like neutrals, some like dustier colors, some mauves, some non-traditional like Roy GB type colors in there, where I felt like, okay, I can definitely do a lot more with this. I feel like the other one you probably could too. Like, I think both are probably great options color selection wise. Just depends what you want to try out, but I definitely like this palette. I'm excited to use more. I, of course, want to dive into the dusty mauves over here, but I wanted to play with some brightness, and I love how that mint shade came out. Let me know if you guys want to see me do some more tutorials. Once again, the price is a little bit higher. It's like that $30 range, but once again, you're getting 40 shades to play with. You're getting like 2 MILANI palettes, which cost you about $20 each, and I believe you don't even get that many shades, you know, stuff like that. So kind of comparing it that way, and I feel like the quality is totally there, but don't feel pressured to buy it when it's like that full price. Ulta always has coupons. Use your points, save of your points, do that. They've always got like $5 off, like a $20 purchase or more, which is totally, you know, what this is above that, you know, wait for a sale and I think snag it then, or if not, just buy it. I just happen to have a birthday gift card, so I totally bought it for myself and no regrets. Totally looking forward to playing with it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and I'll see you guys next time.